Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. We dealing this truth. They want to indict me. I'm on the watch list because I be selling truth. I got so much truth. I be giving it away. I got tons of truth. I sell some of it. I give some of it away. That's how much truth I got. And they watching me because they know that this truth, that people is getting addicted to this truth, y'all. It's a lot of people in the world today that's searching for answers. And I got some of them, and they know it. But I ain't the one they want to bring it, but there's still some fair people in the world that allow me to. With that being said, let's talk about adaptability. Adaptability. I want to look up the definition of it. I'm going to play the definition of it, and then I'm going to show you why I'm talking about this morning, y'all. This morning. Let's see. Did I get a strike? What happened here? Nah, I ain't getting a strike. Shout out to YouTube for this opportunity. Shout out to those who place ads on my videos. I appreciate you. Another thing I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start mentioning my ads. As long as it ain't nothing that the Most High will be like, why you mention that? Oh, man, check my stocking cap. So let's look at this definition of adaptability. This is way more important than y'all think.
Adaptability.
The quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. Adaptability is an advantage in a harshly competitive global economy. The capability to be modified for new use or purpose. A lot of y'all women need to adapt to the times. A lot of y'all guys need to as well. So, what makes me bring this up? Adaptability. Here's the thing. If you the sole breadwinner, right? I'm finna show you something that went wrong in mine. If you the sole breadwinner, let's say, okay, let's be fair. Let's start out with a woman. Let's say the guy is in between jobs. And so he said, you know what? You make more than me. I'm going to take care of the kids. Right? And down the line, the woman's company closes. Or the woman's company lays her off. Or she gets sick. Or anything. Anything to change. We're going to be fair. We're going to talk about the woman first. What should he do? I'll tell you what he should do. He should say, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Stay at home. I'm going to work 2 jobs. Or if she still works and things, something happens where she has to quit or she loses her job, be like, this is what we're going to do. Just try to find any job. We're gonna both deal with these kids. And I'm going to go back to work. Same thing with the man. If the man is the sole breadwinner, I'm finna show y'all something. A man shouldn't have to be less of a man because he's married or has kids. A man shouldn't, everything he gets goes towards other people because he doesn't have enough to be able to do what he needs to do and what he wants to do. Let's say an expense comes up. I'm finna show y'all something. When I was in Texas, and some of y'all already know about that. I don't be trying to bash her, but I'm just using my own experiences to help other people do things the right way, including women. So everybody in our corner, the apartment I was living at, we had separate utilities. Normally they were around 200, 150, at the most 300, right? The utility went up to 500 and something. Like, I think it was like 503. Everybody in that corner got evicted because of that. Because our rent had just went up to a little over 1,000. This is back in 2016. So when that happened, our apartment complex was in fours. Four, you had A, B, C, D. We was in, I think, C. At the bottom on the left side. And when that happened, the people over us got evicted. The people over the other side got evicted, and only one dude stayed. When I first got the bill, I went to her and was like, maybe we should both work till it's getting too rough. Maybe we should both work until we get a little better established. You know, we both can do this. I went down the line. She told me to be careful what I wish for. So a couple weeks passed. It was like at the beginning of the month when that happened. Couple weeks passed. I call up my father. And he says, yeah, I'll give it to you. I said, I'm going to be like $353 short. You think you can help me out with that? He said, yeah, I'll help you out. But then he sent me half of that. I'm like, why would he even do that? I didn't even understand why he even did that. And so we end up getting evicted. The reason being, I'm finna show y'all, and some people might not agree with me, but let's dive deeper. The job, and I already told y'all some stuff about that job. This guy tells me, now keep in mind, the other lady is holding a grudge. I swear to you, I'm not leaving nothing out. And using her position as a supervisor to pick with me because of her previous male friends or whatever they were who didn't support her kids when he was losing that argument on child support, and he put her in it. She already was mad over an incident when we were equals. He just gave her firepower. So when the supervisor told her, he already knew that she was going overboard, but he knew her longer. So he started believing that stuff. He said, I already told you what I'm going to do about him. I couldn't believe it because we having the meeting over a mistake somebody else made. Again, I don't believe. You might not agree with me, that a man should be emasculated because he has a family. I think a man, in some cases, sometimes you have times where you should endure and stay the course. Other times you got to fall back. Because it's only going to get worse. And some people is not going to let them take them there. I'm one of them people. You take me there, I'm there. Now what you going to do? What you going to do when my whirlwind comes down on you? 911, what's your emergency? All they going to do is call the police. I'm going to tell you something about me. I'm not invincible. But when I get in mode, it's going to take the best or a whole lot of people to stop me, even as a 50-year-old man. And back then I was younger. I was 43? That could have got messy. I'm going to tell you why. Because some of the kids were already at odds with me because I wasn't letting them get away with the stuff that other staff was letting them get away. So if I would have came down on her, they would have tried to help her. And I would have amped it up because they trying to help. Now keep in mind, we had an incident before that where I was fighting a dude 15 minutes and they was just standing there. Nothing was said about that. But when another person made a mistake, because I was there, they tried to blame it on me. You can't take that kind of stuff. I don't care if you do got kids. Sometimes things just get out of hand. So when he told her, I'm telling you, man, we used to clean the vans. I cleaned that van with nothing in that van. He comes. She say the vans ain't clean. I look in the van, there's crumbled on paper in there. I went bananas. I said, what the hell is this? This van was clean. She is the epitome of how immature these women can be, man. And the Most High judged her too. He closed that whole facility and made her, somebody that didn't like to drive, had to go all the way to Dallas from Fort Worth. And that's what she get. And then they opened it back up with all new people. Got rid of all of them. And some of them was cool. But there was a couple of them that was dirty and he judged the whole facility. You gotta adapt, man. You can't expect your husband to stay in a situation like that. You can't expect your boyfriend. You gotta listen to what's going on, and you might have to step it up in some situations. You gotta be able to adapt. Let's go back to the definition. That's one reason why we here.
Adaptability.
Because neither one of us adapted properly to the situation. I was trying. But after a while, you up, you down, you up, you down. When I came back here, I had a decent job that I liked. But I was dealing with vehicle issues now. So it went from the job issue to now it's the vehicle. So I said, forget it. Let's just go back. Father, then, you got to adapt. Let's say your kids is grown and something goes wrong and they come to you for help. You should help them in certain situations. After a while, they got to adapt. Everybody needs to learn how to adapt to things. Just like I talked about Plan B for black people. If they gonna try to phase us out, we gonna have to adapt. All that I hate niggas stuff y'all talking about, you gonna have to get rid of that. Cause if now they passing laws where they don't have to hire us, we gonna have to adapt. We ain't finna be out here starving. We're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to figure this thing out. And while we still had a chance, we need to be bettering ourselves, getting our money together right now. And some of us, we get it right now, we could retire. And when they pull all this racist stuff, we already got everything. Because right now, we still could get something. But who's to say 20 years from now how it's going to be? They're already trying to say 2053, a lot of black people going to have a net worth of zero. Let's change that. We got to adapt. You got to adapt in relationships. You can't disrespect your man because he loses his job. You can't let other people disrespect your man because he loses his job. Your relatives disrespecting your man and you ain't doing nothing to make it look better. You just blaming him like everybody else. A lot of these women can't adapt. And if they can't adapt, you better know that before you even deal with them. Before you have them in your house, even if you're not married, before you get married, you better know if they know how to adapt. If situations change, anything could change. You can get in a car accident, can't work, and they won't step it up. Now they getting hit from the back from some other dude because they don't respect you no more. The devil is a liar. Don't even give them that opportunity to take you there. If they can't adapt, don't deal with them. That's a vet question too. I need to know if things change, how you gonna act. They'll tell you what you want to hear, but then you bring it back to them. You a fake. Sometimes you got to argue with them. You fake. You said when we first got together that you were XYZ. You didn't do nothing like that. You fake. These women are trying to sell themselves. Sometimes they'll use you. They won't even like you, but they'll use you to make somebody else jealous that dogged them out. That could be the case what happened with me. Never deal with the rebound chick. She was on the rebound. And we've been getting along lately. But I'm not finna stop with the truth. I gotta deal with this truth. I'm a truth dealer, like he said. This ain't me putting her down. This is me using what I know. And it's not just her. Didn't I mention somebody else's wife? You got to know how to adapt. Y'all women want to get married, but you're not even respectful enough to be a wife. But you want to get married, though. Some of y'all want to get married just for show. Because you don't even respect men like that. You don't even like men like that. You use men. Cause some of y'all are scary. You don't want to be by yourself. Some of y'all get lonely. Some of y'all are nymphos. Actually, contrary to what people believe, some of these women be wanting more than men. But they can't even adapt essential ability and capability for you to be a proper mate for a man. You got to know how to adapt. He tell you he want a business. You don't tell him why he shouldn't do it. If you don't know you right 100% or close to it, why would you try to discourage him? Help him. Adapt. Be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do to help you. And people on YouTube trying to disqualify people from talking. Some of y'all dudes, I'm going to tell you, man, it's some dudes that's such a mark that I literally want to take off on you. And I'm a peaceful man. I'm a righteous man. But some of these dudes I had to stop watching because I be wanting to take off on them. That's how trippy some of these guys done got. And that's why we said, forget this red pill stuff. Even though I still hold to some of the philosophy. Let's do truth pill. Some of these dudes done flipped out. They done switched up too much. They done switched up too much. Listen to their message. Some of them even going as far as trying to limit, you should only be talking about this because of this. No, people should be talking about what they know about, regardless of how they learn. It's something like the only thing I'll say is if you ain't never been married, you still can speak on it because you might have friends, you might have a brother, you might know about this, you know about that, but you are gonna be kind of limited. But knowledge can be gained if a person is willing to put in the work and research. So, just like, as much as I don't like Pearly things, some of the stuff she be saying, although she got most of it from other people, is right. We dealing truth here. We the truth pill. Sometimes you do have to disqualify people. But a lot of time people try to disqualify other people so they can gain. It's game. Game recognized game. But like I say, man, these women got to know how to adapt. If you don't know how to adapt, go ahead and get them cats. Get you some pets. Stop being, look, man, that's selfish for you to be so willing to ruin another person's life just for your own selfish reasons. A woman that can't adapt don't need to be in a relationship at all. A man that can't adapt don't need to be in a relationship. If you got a unicorn, it's going to come some situation where you're going to need to adapt. And I think I done spoke on that well enough. So let's go on to the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.